say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane,
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets and their inner city rivals, the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. Shifts by him. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Down the sideline he goes. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this is going to be incomplete. The Giants at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And they can't bring him down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. In motion right, that's Hyatt. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Giant defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball, caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to put that first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver. Third down here. You talk about this Jets defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. Here's Rodgers to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Rodgers. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first one. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
After a couple of seasons of battling injuries, the former number 2 overall pick returned to Pro Bowl form with over 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns. Just as important, played 16 games and handled over 350 touches, essentially carrying the Giants' offense.
They go play action here on 1st down. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I've never returned punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
A first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Okay, here we go. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the option left, it's Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 43. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 37. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That is caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Jones on 1st down. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Rodgers now on first down. And check down, complete to Hall. They find some open field here. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. There he goes left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Now Jones, a final shot before break. Pass is caught by Rondale Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Yes.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. That's caught left side by Hardman. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. On the option left, it's Jones. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
But you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Here is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Up the middle with Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a 2nd and 2. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Barkley sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive.
Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. Down the right sideline, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll run it again with Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Hand off now. It's Gray with it. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Gano's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Rodgers. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Rodgers now on first down. This pass out wide to Hall. And he gets it down to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Rodgers to throw once more. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Come on, set.
And they take a knee. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a set.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this.